go to our music. They take a quick break and let's start this, please. Because as for you and your house, you will continue to praise the Lord. And I'm giving you the recommendation or the advice that I give to myself, brother. Welcome to Straight Up. I'm Conrad O'Brien. They call me the Fireman. It's indeed Thursday, July 2024. I'm sorry, why am I saying 2024? July 24, 2025. My goodness gracious me, I'm going back in time. All right, what that signifying that I'm getting old? I don't know, but it's indeed 2025, July 24. Well, you know that a lot of our people who are monthly paid, they would have received their pay already, you know, because you don't normally pay on a Friday, so persons would start getting their pay from Monday to today and so on. So we hope you know how you deal with little pittance, you know, pay the most important bills first and so on, and ensure that you get a little food for the children. Most of all, the worst thing in life can be or is you seeing children hungry. It is just something that is just so dastardly. And thanks to all of you who are joining us on the various network there on my Conrad OB TikTok page. Thanks for you joining us there. And of course, let me say hi and good morning to my beautiful and very affable and capable moderator, #Andrea. So welcome once again to Straight Up. We're coming to you live from the studios of News Talk 93 FM right here at UWI Mona campus in the parish of St. Andrew, Jamaica. The numbers to call are 876-212-9824 and 876-462-0919. To listen to us on your smartphones and device, please go to the Apple or Google Play Store and download the News Talk 93 FM app. All right. We also stream live via www.newstalk93fm.net. To advertise with us, please call our sales agents at 876. That's 876-427-9955. Once again, 876-427-9955. That's just the number for our sales department to advertise with us. And we do crave your indulgence. We can always tailor-made a package for you right here at News Talk 93 FM. You can also send us an email at our sales department at newstalk93fmsales@gmail.com. Indeed, it's a beautiful morning. This morning, coming in from outside of Kingston, somewhere in the Mid-Island region there, driving in. It was a little bit hazy, you know, quite cool temperature. But as you get further into Kingston, the sunshine started to be out in its glory. And what is it like outside there, Madam Producer? Sunny? Very sunny? All right. So it's still very sunny, and so good weather, nice to be out and about and enjoy yourself. But indeed, what a situation. The drought continues to plague us. I gather that people are getting little intermittent shower here and there. Last night I was talking to someone in between northwest Manchester and northeast Manchester and southwest Manchester rather, and you know, a person told me that there was some rainfall there. I understand that over in Portland sometime this week or over the weekend into this week there was a bit of rainfall there, so getting little shower here and there. But we heard from the Met Office in the main that we will continue to have the drought situation going in until about October or so. So all in all, if we are going to the polls between now and September, certainly we should be having good weather that will ensure that our people go out and exercise their democratic right and franchise. All right, that said, where are we going with the program this morning? Coming up momentarily will be Conrad's Take. And of course, you know, we do our duty here and News Talk to ensure that we give the information to assist our people and ensure that at the end of the day, they are better off. So this morning, we're going to be having someone from the JN Foundation. They will be talking to us about, entrepreneurship. And this morning we'll be having Sidani. Sidani will be our guest this morning. So she will be joining us at 11:10 this morning, where we will be talking to her about issues as it relates to empowering our youngsters and just more than just financial literacy, but how they participate in the offering to build real wealth. So we will get into that this morning at 11:10. So it's essentially your program this morning by way of calls. I was trying to make contact with a JLP candidate caretaker up there in the Christian division. That is Prophet Rowe, he is, but I'm unable to get him. So we wanted to have a little discussion with him to get a feel as to what is going on in the constituency and the Labour Party side. He decided that he would speak to me because, of course, we try our utmost to get people from the Labour Party side, certainly when I'm on, and it's kind of a no-show. So let's see how that pans out. And let me just say, by way of programming, next week, Monday, my guest will be Stacey Knight, my spotlight guest, and Tuesday my guest will be Ethne Miller. All right, those are the 10 guests. We don't know what will happen for the other segment of the program, but those are the early guests that we have confirmed so far. All right, it's 20 minutes after 9 o'clock right here in the studios of News 93 FM. Welcome once again to another edition of my editorial piece, Conrad's Take. Now, we elect people to serve us as our parliamentarian, first of all, and people are drawn by the leader of both parties, whether the Prime Minister or the opposition leader, to serve in the Senate. And then the Prime Minister has the gift of naming his or her cabinet. And one would expect that our cabinet ministers would be somewhat up on the curve. But sometimes, alas, we find them to be so wanting. Either they're not aware, or maybe the silly season is upon us. So, they talk all sort of gibberish when the microphone is in front of them. And this morning I'm zeroing on the Member of Parliament for Western Kingston and Minister of Local Government, Desmond McKenzie. And I do have a clip here. Madam Producer, I sent you the clip, but I didn't ask you to cue it up for me, so that's my bad. So we play it probably sometime during the program, because it's going to be a little bit troubling now. And Minister McKenzie, he was over there in Portland addressing a JLP rally. And he said that for the first time in a long time, the JUTC made a profit. And I'm saying, how could Desmond be so out of it? Because that's the furthest thing from the truth. Not no go so. As a matter of fact, the first time in a long time that the JUTC had broke, even, was back in the day when it was managed by Colin Campbell and the chairman was the Reverend Garnet Roper. And even then, there was nothing in the form of profit. The JUTC was still being subsidized somewhat by the people of Jamaica, the taxpayers of this country. Now, last year, the JUTC had a loss of in excess of $10 billion Jamaican dollars. And Desmond said that the bus company made a profit. Minister, you get that one really wrong. I don't know if you had something to drink before you took the stage, or, as I said before, it's a silly season, so people just talking their fair share of nonsense. And I'll use that word, nonsense, So maybe that's one of the things that happened there. But let's see if we will hear from the government to say that Desmond had misspoke or whatever, because I don't know how we could get that so wrong. So wrong. As a matter of fact, the JUTC still continues to struggle because they are still not back at the amount of buses that they had up until 2015 or 2016 when this government took office. There were many things that were going on with JUTC. They had a weekly double bubble and all of that sort of thing back then. People were excited to take the bus. The buses were clean and so on. They were rolling out up to 450 buses per day. Today, the JUTC is nowhere there at all. So let's just talk the truth now. As we said, we grew up on this gem. So please talk the truth and please the Lord and shame the devil. So it's about time that we start shaming the devil by talking the truth here in Jamaica and stop trying to hoodwink the people. The people who have to travel on the JUTC bus will tell you that sometimes they can't get certain number bus or they have to be waiting for a very long period of time. That is the situation with the public JUTC bus system right here in Jamaica. And that is one of the reasons why taxis continue to be in vogue and the other buses are basically in vogue, because people are taking so long to get to and fro when they engage the JUTC, the JUTC bus, So it's something that Minister Mackenzie had really fallen down on, and gave us the wrong impression there. But let's see if he will correct that and really say to us that, boy, that's not what really what he meant. So that said, I just want to segue quickly into another scenario here that we have we're seeing. This whole business of advertising, government being the chief player in that area, where, they're advertising everything in government. Every agency, if they patch tool road out there, it become a part of advertisement. And I'm talking about not JIS ad, We're talking about advertising in free-to-air media that is causing millions, if not literally billions of dollars is being shelled out to do all of this. And no less a person than Dan Jackson Miller of Radio Jamaica Group, Gleaner RJR Group, had my colleague here, Senator Morgan, and she put him through the mill somewhat and asked a question. And of course, Marlon fell down on the job to answer appropriately, And it is something that has become very, very concerning to us. Because while we are happy that revenue are going into media, but government cannot be spending the taxpayer dollars so cavalierly and doing what is clearly political ad. So what you're hearing is political ad coming through. See, even except you're not hearing it saying it's paid for by the Jamaica Labour Party. It is paid for by the ministry or the state agencies. And we need some accountability for those things. Prime Minister Holness and your team, it's not looking good at all. You can't be doing this. right? You're patching some road. You're spending millions of dollars doing advertising, telling people that you're patching road. Huh? It don't make any sense, really. Apart from you're really and truly using the taxpayers' money in a very cavalier way. And indeed, you're doing so when our people continue to have issue in getting basic things in the hospitals, such as even painkillers. When people continue to be on a wheelchair for 24, 75, 72 hours and counting. Right? So many things in the country to take care of. When pumps are down and people don't have water in their pipes, all of those things are happening against the background where millions, and as I said before, if not billions of dollars are being shelled out to do that. And I think we need to probably do an ATI to find out how much money the government really spends so far or continue to spend on these, type of advertisement to basically push them, which is really and truly political. And if you doubt me, just turn your television on during the primetime news or listen to certain radio station, and they are there dime a dozen. Well, they're not costing dime, but the frequency I'm talking about, they're so frequent. So I use that phrase. And it really and truly begs the question as to what is happening. What is happening with those people who were put as steward over the country's purse string? That's Conrad's take. Stay with me. Don't leave me alone. Welcome back to Straight Up right here at News Talk 93 FM. We go up until 12 midday, and it's now 9:36. Yeah, we have calls on the line. Let's go there and take the first call. Hello, good morning, caller.
Good morning, Christopher. How are you doing?
I am very well, thank you.
Yes.
Bongo. Which name are you using this morning, Bongo? Because I know that you change your name as you go from place to place. Which one are you using this morning?
No,
man, I'm asking you a question. Bongo. I keep on saying to you, don't be disparaging. I ask you a question. Don't throw it out. Which name are you using this morning? Because you know I'm speaking the truth. You use different name as you go from place to place. Which one are you using this morning? Bongo, you sticking with Bongo?
I'm calling you because I have a Data Express. But I like to be passenger, but this sir, I call the program. Let me express what I want, and then I'll give my censor. I think that's democracy, that's fair play. Is it not?
Go ahead, speak.
Yes, I was saying, thank you very much. I was saying to you that you're saying that you can't hear from the JLP, they refuse to come on. I am not representing the JLP, but I'm a JLP. I heard some misinformation.
No. Hold on, sir. You see, again, you keep on misrepresenting. Bongo, you mustn't do it. You're better than this, I think. You must not misrepresent. I am talking about officials. Are you a candidate for the Jamaica Labour Party, or minister, or official spokesperson for the Labour Party? I'm talking about those who we engage to come on the program as guests.
No problem.
Okay. Good. So you know.
All right, no problem. So, what I was saying, sir, I'm going to talk about the journalists quickly.
About the what? I don't know why. You're going to talk about what, Bongo?
You mentioned about GIS and taxpayers' money earlier on. Did you not? I don't know. I think I heard that. If I'm wrong, I would join it. I thought I heard you say that the government is using taxpayers' money in GIS.
No. I did not say that. I didn't say that. I said, hold on, Bongo. Hold on. All right, fine. So hold on, fine.
So let me
anyway, make your point. Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. Can I talk about the want to be Prime Minister? Can I talk about Colin Campbell? Can I talk about the PNP?
Yes, you can. You can. What I don't hold on. I don't stop you from making point about questioning policy position and so on that Mark Golden and the PNP is putting forward, because that's cool. What I'm not going to entertain is to you to come with this thing about color and race and slavery and all sort of things that I say it's just destruction and nonsense that Mark don't have anything to do with. So if you want to criticize something that put forward by Mark Golden and the PNP, you can go ahead.
All right, no problem. Thank you so much. When Mark Golden was presented as the only man who can free black people of slavery.
Bongo, I'm going to cut you off. Madam Producer, can you dismiss this? The same very thing. Mark Golden, the same man, no only man can free black people from slavery. Nothing no go so. Madam Producer, I'm not entertaining this fella. Please. He's too dishonest, man. He's too damn dishonest. Let's move on. We can't operate this way. I am saying to the gentleman that, listen, if you want to criticize policies and proposals that put forward out there, fine. If you want to look at it and say, listen, Mark Golden, basically something else, something that germane to the thing, you do that. But to come and say Mark Golden say he's the only man that can free black people from slavery and so on, where did that come from? Hello, caller?
Yes, sir. Morning.
Good morning, Milton. How are you doing?
All right. Yes, slavery. According to the King James version of the Bible, Solomon by color was a black man. The original Israelite were black people,
Yes.
But when they used to fight against the other nation, they used to him take them wives as spoils. And a mix up like all this Jezebel. She was a Syrian,
Mm-hmm.
Right, King David, that was son and Jeroboam and Absalom. Their wife, some of those wives, they died. All right, but Solomon did have come to the King James version of the Bible in excess of 900,000 slaves. Right? So every nation is slave, other nation and them own too. The Russian used to enslave the poor white in Russia, But we found that, sir. Mr. Me not going to the color business like Bongo.
We're not going there. We're not getting into this. Jamaica motto is out of many one people, and we must move away from these things. But even then, if you want to say, let's say Bongos come on and say, here what happened. As for me, as for him, he's not going to vote for Mark Golden because of his color. I don't have a problem with him saying that, because it is his choice. But for him to come and to be distorting and talking nonsense that Mark Golden say he's the only person that can free black people from slavery, first of all, it's a lie.
Desperation, sir. But, all right. I really want to say, Michael Manedo, Thiago are the two people of color who won better than any other prime minister Jamaica ever made for 1962. With the greatest of respect.
Well, I don't know, because when I look at PJ Patterson's record, it is quite formidable, and I don't believe that PJ Patterson get the kind of ratings and kudos that he is to get in terms of performance in building out this country, and the record is there. The record is clear. PJ Patterson is responsible for modern Jamaica, and I say it without any apology.
All right, sir. I'll say so again. All right. We put in a context. See, I'm going to support the capitalist class in the 70s because he wasn't prime minister yet. As soon as he become prime minister, you see him put them under manners. But anyway, maintain that I don't see Michael Manley, them man they have color. They're going to go and better, can't even treat the black people better than any other prime. Next thing, Works and Desmond McKenzie. With the JUTC, you shouldn't feel no way now, Mr. O'Brien. Because they're extreme muddy, sir. It is highly likely at the bottom and the center gonna be muddy. The Prime Minister told us that poverty has been cut by half, sir. So what Mackenzie said that. No, follow line. A desperation, Marlon Morgan down first. Somebody tweeted this to me yesterday on the program.
Yeah.
I said, why is she entertaining so much of Marlon Morgan?
Mm-hmm.
She said, not a matter of entertaining Morgan regularly, but whenever she asks, I don't know if it's the leadership of the government or the Labour Party, for a certain speaker or spokesperson, they said no one else is available except Marlon Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
So Marlon Morgan is more important, more than the Minister of Information, it seems.
Well, maybe I have to score Marlon Morgan good high for bravery, because maybe the government official, the ministers and so on, they're running scared because they can't face the bowling. Marlon is a man who maybe have more boldness, so Marlon will come even when he will basically be skirting around and so on. Because when Diane put the question to him yesterday about the taxpayers' dollars, being used in such a cavalier way to really just doing political ad, he basically stumbled.
But I think Raymond Price was on this program with Ian, and he commented up, he said, this gentleman, Marlon Morgan, has stated that, him confirmed the rumor, sir. That's Raymond Price. But Mr. Morgan is more.
It's a little bit. It's something that I don't do. I take the decision that I'm not really discussing Marlon on my show, because Marlon is my colleague here. I don't really like it, but I know that in this particular context, it's a little bit different, because you're talking about him in his capacity as a government official. So that's the only reason why I'm entertaining the discussion, because I made the decision that I'm not going to get into the worthy or unworthiness of Marlon as it relates to certain things, but you're actually addressing a government issue here.
But you leave us, you may call your program and bring your program to this.
No, Marlon kind of understand how that go. Me and him have a pack with that. We're not engaging him certain way. Mm-hmm.
In St. Catherine, sir. Southeastern.
Yes.
Dr. Kenneth, Dr. Das Virtues, the big rab.
Yes.
It does have the rab part of it doesn't have anything to do with his reputation, though.
Not at all. His name is Robert.
Oh, so then just call it rap for short.
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Rap, be aware of it, that, I hope so.
No, don't go there. We have no evidence of anything there. His name is Rob, as they call most people who are Robert. You say Rob. Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
My middle name is also Robert. I must tell you. Mm-hmm.
All right. The last year local government election, it left the PNP 4 out of 5 seats, and beside Fagan is coming off a six consecutive win as MP. Where that leave the Labour Party in southeastern St.
I'm not sure if Fagan was there for all of 6 terms, but he had a stretch there. Is it 6? I don't think so. 6? Sure. All right. Well. All right. You have you probably verify it. I'm not sure.
There's a guy by the name of one of the songsters from way back in the 80s. One of the songsters.
Who beat there?
That's the first man in beat over there. I believe.
No, but hold on. But he wasn't the MP back then. Hold on, sir. Hold on, please. Please let me.
From the 80s, after songsters from the 80s.
Okay.
Songsters from the 80s.
Okay.
In the 80s, there are about 4 songsters in the Labour Party government.
Mm-hmm.
Labour Party. About one, he was related to Donald Sangster. Only one of
they all were related to Donald Sangster. But move on. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm saying so. We are Mr. Small Rab or Big Rab. We are the Labour Party going with that seat.
As I said with many other seats, I believe that Mr. Miller, Robert Miller, Big Rob, should basically cherish this term and have it edged to his resume, because certainly he will not be returned as the member of parliament out there. You could almost call that he got a parados and he won the seat in 2020. That seat, hold on, sir. That seat is arguably one of the strongest seats in Portmore. It's an old Paul Roberts seat. Yes. And I expect Dr. Dawes to win that hands down. There was a little bit of issue there with the deputy mayor, Mr. Alric Campbell, you know. He had some issues there, but I gather that all of those things have been ironed out and they are in one accord. And once you have that kind of one accord situation there, then certainly it will be a soup, as they say in racehorse term, for the People's National Party. My good friend, Mr. Fagan, Colin Fagan, he had a lot of issue there. The people had become very, very disgruntled with him. They believe he was quite nonchalant. They believe that he wasn't as engaging as he should have, and so on. And a lot of people stayed away from the poll. I understand that all of those things that are now ironed out, and they're indeed happy with Dr. Dawes, who will be a high-profile minister in Mark Golden's cabinet.
Local government results show it. The next one on Northeast Manchester. The ambassador, the former ambassador Virtue.
Yes.
Is he a what? What is that gentleman with?
He's a formidable businessman. He's a housing developer, and he is a big businessman.
The amount of people named Carla, especially the gentleman from the all-girls school there. And them couldn't...
No, it's not an all-girls school. No gentleman from an all-girls school named for Carla.
Okay.
Homewood Technical is certainly a co-ed school.
Okay. Yes, they are homegrown people, and them couldn't...
Well, he's not quite homegrown. He basically was parachuted in the constituency as the principal of Homewood with the intention of getting the seat, but it fell apart.
Mr. Winters are going up against the stranger, because technically she's a stranger, you know. So, you see?
It's not really about she being a stranger, because you have had many people who have gone into constituency who don't have any... Just hold on, Milton, please. Who doesn't have any connection with the constituency. But this one is done and dusted. Val Winter has done a lot of work there, and I'm calling that for the PNP, Valentine Wind. All right? Have to leave you there, Milton. Take care.
Okay.
Oh, they're gone? The callers drop? Oh, sorry. All right. So, callers, sorry about that. You have to exercise a little bit of patience, caller, because okay. All right. The numbers are 876-212-9824, 876-462-0919. Those are the numbers to call. And let me say something here. I call a Bongo. I met Bongo a few years ago, quite a few years ago. That was back in the days when Mutty Perkins were very, very active in talk radio. And I used to engage Mutty and so on, you know, and there was a kind of rivalry. And especially with July and Bongo, right? On talk, on various programs and so on. So I know him. I know him not as, wouldn't describe him as somebody I know as a close friend or anything, but I'm acquainted with him by meeting him some time ago. And Bongo has not changed an inch. He hasn't changed one bit. If anything, he has gotten worse. Hello, caller?
Morning, Conrad.
Hi, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing, Africa?
I present on a distance, certainly good to be here.
Every time.
Promote market here and not Bongo.
All right. Okay.
Hey, my better not cockroach me, people I call people, you know.
Well, remember one man when he was Minister of Government referred to my friend Colin as cockroach, chink and flea.
Yeah, you may tell him, Bedrin, and then thing you know right, Bedrin.
No, it's not. It's not.
Then thing you know right, Conrad.
And the only sin Colin had committed then is because he was out there in Portland looking at some road, and Colin, as the caretaker for the constituency of East Portland, then decided that he would go along in the in the party to see what was happening. And Warmington said that he was not welcome. He's a cockroach, chink and flea. And
so all of the caretaker them can't say nothing about the constituency with them, you know.
It don't look so.
Eh? How much politician I work, man? I see the work. Eh?
Go ahead, make a point.
How much politician I work, Conrad, see the work I do.
What
Then they need them to sure what we then do. Election will come up in our budget for next month or 2 months, you know.
No, it won't be 2 months.
Get the word whenever I call. So the man is supposed to show what they do. I mean, I say that appear yap and people are called the cockroach and them something termite and all them something in a bedroom.
Yeah, the lights that you complain about up in your neck of the woods there, you get it fixed? You have the street lights?
No, the one come down from Barbican Road, it not fixed.
That's
and the one in my lane, you have some of the posts in my lane, them no light not upon them neither. But the bulb up there but no light night. In my lane dark like a dark night at night time.
Okay.
Yeah, look, Miss Knight.
Yeah, man, she is listening, and I'm sure, as a matter of fact, she will be my guest Monday.
Monday I come?
Monday coming, yeah.
Yeah, man, I hope she talk some of the things that we should talk to, you know.
Yeah, man, well.
We have one school in my community, you know. And them have community development money are running, you know. I'm not nobody, you know.
Repeat
you want to see the field. You want to see the play field, I'm saying.
What's the name of that play field? Where is that? What's the name of that community?
New Day School.
New Day School.
Yes.
And you're saying that the play field is in disrepute?
What you talk about? The last time I missed night, I forgot where they cut them.
Oh yes. Wow.
And community development money I spend in Jamaica. I pass the field a morning time, I'm look over there. I have a look at you, them want to talk about you have summertime now, you know. Summertime now, you know. Enough youth, you know.
Yeah, man, you're correct. Those play fields, and you see, Africa, I keep on saying that this is the reason why the society is so coarse, you know, because even those areas, those places that should basically be pristine, you know, you should have benches there, you should have like a walk track, like a thing and so on, that even young people can go in those places, you can hold hand, the courting and youngsters playing and so on, so you build relationship. Those are not there.
At summertime now, how much of the youth them the government and make sure in going our program?
There's a little program that is going on. There's a program that's going on, but far too many are not involved in those programs. We need much more.
Thousands of youth that they are now, you know.
That is true.
What the program for them? At summertime, that is summer school and I send them. When I make sure them go. I'm not talking about this for the youth. And when them come up in when I send them back to Jamaica, because they're not fit for society.
Boy, yeah, but hard this morning in Africa. What you say? The argument about send them back to Jamaica, you're not into that?
Sure, Conrad. Teach the youth them the right, man. The right, they have to teach them, you know.
I agree.
All the money they are in my bedroom, them have all the support in my bedroom. And the youth them, the right side of the youth, them not live in the bush, you know. Who are them live in a yard, you know? And you can't find them.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, Conrad.
Yeah.
It's good to be here. Yeah?
Every time. All right. All the best. You know, I tell you something. These people on social media not easy, you know, Madam Producer. If you ever see some of the things that going, of course, they know I can't read those things, all right? They're bantering each other, and the persons from both sides of the divide, they're bantering there, all right? So I am happy for these social media outlet, you know, because God knows it's an avenue that allow people to basically vent and put things out there, because had it not been so, then boy, maybe we would have some very violent situation in the country. So let's encourage people to, you know, express themselves in those spaces. Of course, you know that we on radio, we can't say certain things and we can't read them, but it's in the space. It's coming up to the 10 o'clock break now. And indeed, when we return from the break, we will take your calls. I'm here. It's a Thursday. It's not familiar territory for me to be in on a Thursday, but here I am nonetheless. I'm here as the fireman continue to burn and to bring credible information to the people of Jamaica. All right, so give us a call. Before we go, let me just remind them of the number, Madam Producer, so they'll have those. The numbers are 876-212-9824 and 876-462-0919. Those are the numbers to participate. In my opening commentary, I talked about the JUT situation, but I have a clip here from Minister Mackenzie. Are ready to go, Madam Producer? You can get me that clip, please.
The JUTC, for the first time in many years, has made a profit. Them no one will talk about it.
No, that's what Jesus have mercy. No man, come on, man. Why you do that? That is the biggest embarrassment. The JUTC last year, Mr. Mackenzie, just in case you were somewhere on the stone or something, the JUTC had a loss last year at over $10 billion. Right? And well, 12.3 billion. And the government has to come in with an additional subsidy of $10 billion. That accumulation is $22 billion. And their schedule for 2025 to rack up another $17 billion. That's what is happening at the JUTC, Minister Mackenzie. No, man. The Prime Minister should call in Desmond and reprimand him for this. Desmond needs schooling. I'm not going to say that he should be beaten like what he said Mr. Siaga used to do to him, but he should be spoken to very strongly and say, Desmond, don't go out there and put the government into disrepute with this kind of nonsense argument. Hello, caller.
Good morning, Mr. O'Brien.
Hi, how are you doing, Portmore? You ever hear such
you said that
oh my God.
Growing up we were taught, you know, the devil is a liar. Right? So when you hear such pronouncement making, you know that it can't be helped because these people are pathologically mendacious.
Well, I don't know what to describe that as, sir. Whether it is mendacity or what. But how could Minister Mackenzie get that one so wrong?
It just goes to show further the contempt that they have for the Jamaican people. Because and if you notice where the audience was. There's a document that is called
the Public Bodies Appropriation Funds of that all that Mr. Mackenzie need to do is basically just turn his attention to that. It lays out everything there. Just read it.
Country people they take the average Jamaican people for food, and worse now, he's in the country. So these country people are so dumb that when he come and make these statements now, they will just swallow it hook, sink and line.
But Mr. Mackenzie must understand that, listen, the country people, wherever you are, country or town, they has a little gadget. Philip Paulwell and PJ Patterson started there, ensure that Jamaicans has a little gadget in their hand called a phone. A smartphone.
Yeah.
And they are as au fait as those who are under the clock in halfway tree. As a matter of fact, some time ago, and I said this quite often, when you're driving out of Kingston and you reach Spanish Town, after you come out of Spanish Town, you'll be able to identify clearly that you're outside of the metropole. No, because how people dress, how people move, all sorts of things was so evident. No, anywhere across Jamaica you go, people are up on the curve. So you can't fool people them way, the papa. Now do it.
What they don't understand that some of the brightest people in this country are those from the country. And them that were grew up in the inner city, because a lot of who grew up in the inner city, them deaf, not with, I don't mean any disrespect, but because of how they were socialized. They are socialized along certain lines. They just listen. They don't go and read. A lot of them have this mentality where they talk about food, because of that them are promote no foodie dunce and all them foolishness there. Right? So the country, if you notice from time to time, youngsters who come in from the country era, they are the one who excel a lot, but you know.
Yeah, man.
In comparison to the average Kingstonian. So sometimes when these politicians go into the rural community and talking down to people like say them have no sense, right? And whatever them say, you must follow it hook, sinker, line. Them deceiving themselves.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, but
I don't know if you're close to something that basically giving in a bleed in your system. I'm picking up a little feedback there.
I don't know if it's the ready.
You're getting a little feedback.
Oh, it was giving feedback. Is that?
Yeah, a little. I'm getting a little sound there coming through. That. Anyway, but go ahead. Let's say yes. Yeah. That's better.
They better learn that. You know. People, I don't think them have enough of those who they can convince anymore. I know you have the rabid and those who refuse to see, and those who are so caught up that they would rather dig a hole, bury their head, rather than face the reality. Right? But there are enough persons out there who are looking at, see what's taking place.
Somebody said, "What a big hold on, bored. What a big lie."
This country under this current government have no interest in the ordinary Jamaican to uplift himself, other than what they want to do is when them push more and more people in poverty, they go around and give a handout, and when the Prime Minister go around and hand over one house that's supposed to be built by taxpayers, not the Jamaica Labour Party or PNP or anybody for that matter, but taxpayers' money.
And go out with an entourage of how many vehicles, spend how much taxpayers' dollars to go out there and open that house. I don't know if you heard my interview that I did with Natalie Nita Garvey a couple of months ago, Portmore. Did you hear that interview?
No, I did not.
All right, well, let me just share something with you and my listeners. Natalie, in her constituency, she mentioned two scenarios there. That two of the, indigent houses or whatever they are called were built. One of the person died before they got to move into the house because the house was finished. The person wasn't doing well and really wanted the house. And not being able to move into the house, well, I don't know if that's what caused the death, but certainly the person died before they were able to move in the house. And because the Prime Minister wasn't available to go and get his moment in the sun, to have the photo opportunity. So that person died and didn't get the house. There was another young lady now, during the hurricane last year, when her house was completed. She couldn't move into the house, so she went to Natalie and said, "Madam MP, I don't have anywhere for the children to stay myself. So can I move into the house?" Natalie said, "Yes, move into the house." You know that she had to remove out of the house after the hurricane to allow the Prime Minister to come in and open the house. Portmore, if that is not indignity and abuse to poor people, you tell me what it is. You have to wait until the Prime Minister gets you on his schedule to come and open. Andrew Holness saying grew up in a poverty in a one room. He must understand the pain of poor people and stop doing them something, man.
Then
he must stop. And we must send a message here to Marky G. Hold on. Portmore, we must send a message here to Marky G, because when me talk about something here in Portmore, it has nothing to do with politics. I feel it in my belly bottom.
Well,
But feels in my navel, Papa.
That is why I said that we had agencies like the police department in the past that provided social service to people, to the needy. It used to be operated by the local government. They used to go around. They know the people in the community because they are on the ground. So they know the indigent from who are not indigent, and they would put these people name up, and then these homes would be built for these people. The only thing you had to provide back then was a pit latrine, and then whoever was receiving it would have to find ways to even get somebody to dig the hole, or they have to use stone to pack it.
Mm-hmm.
But they would make that contribution. Now, that they try to maintain, some dignity and give the persons who get in these some kind of a little pride. But what this party in particular has been doing is stripping away people's dignity, reducing them to I don't know, to less than even human, and have them now lapping at their tail like dogs.
Mrs. Simpson Miller.
That is how the people are being.
Mrs. Simpson Miller Portmore. Never go out there and deliver indigent houses.
Hungry dogs, because well-fed dogs not run by nobody. But you keep the dog them hungry, like those who on the road where nobody no business for. And then when they say anybody will put food and run and yapping at you, that is what these politicians have brought the Jamaican people to. That's why some of our men them have become so they don't even know what it is to be a man anymore, right? Because their dignity or their manhood has been stripped. Because usually we never have young men going around. As a matter of fact, not even women whenever back in my days were hard to grow and beg, right? And we have reduced our male in this country to beg us.
And they begin with pride. They begin with pride. They begin with pride, and if you not give them what they ask you for, them upset with you.
Yes.
Portmore have to run if you're 30 seconds. Close for me. I have my line full.
Well, I just hope that this coming election, they bring in observers from all over the place, because these people are bent on retaining power at all costs. Because already this guy is behaving like one of them Latin American, them former Latin American dictators. Every turn, they see them pitch up and place, they see them going around, and that is what he's doing.
Portmore, as I leave you, this conversation, and I believe that the PNP, the opposition, and Jamaican people generally should really look at this, because I am hearing this argument much too frequent. People have been calling me, sending all sorts of messages to my phone and say, listen, we need, even from overseas, I'm getting these calls that, listen, what is Jamaica doing about having international observers for this election? So I take your word, Portmore, maybe they should look at it for what it's worth.
These people are unscrupulous, man.
All right, Portmore. Have to move on. Thanks for the call. All right. The fireman here, Conrad O'Brien, continue to burns as we build out your program straight up right here and News Talk 93 FM. The place to be. Hello, caller. Welcome to Straight Up.
Hello.
Hi. How you doing?
Oh, do you Conrad hear me clearly?
Yes, hi, Margaret. How you doing? I'm hearing you loud and clear, my dear.
I can't hear so well on the radio one in this side where I keep on going and coming, but we're on the north coast. Whatever. We're not going to that.
Yes. Listen. When you finish, go on your, listen to me on your phone. You may have a little bit of difficulty, but just go on your phone and just ask Google to put you on to News Talk 93 FM live online, and you should be able to hear me nice and clear there.
Okay, good. Because I didn't hear you opening your mouth. But the thing is, like what I want to say good morning or good afternoon to Mr. Portmore, because he's always there talking for the Jamaican people. Not politics alone, but talking for us.
Absolutely.
And I want to big him up. Next, I want to say, Conrad, we need the cost of sense needs to be here, which other international body to watch this election, because I am not trusting this government with what they're planning to do. I don't know what they're planning to do, but right now they are using the government coffers to use it for their political things.
And it is most embarrassing. It is most embarrassing.
Listen to what
Marie.
I'm so embarrassed to see that you put a government in power. We have a problem with agriculture. We are in the Ministry of Agriculture, and you are saying to us Jamaicans, first time in the history of Jamaica, you come and say how much tractor now, you have 20 tractor. What is that? People in the farming industry, they have a water problem, they have a land problem, they have a road problem, they're having issue with feeding, they're having issue with many things. Not hearing you talking about that. The daily occurrence, the fertilizer, the occurrence that the farmer have. You, Mr. Green, supposed to come and talk about those things. You are playing too much politics, and they're using GIS or API today. You have a next thing again. Hold
on there, Marion. Margaret, sorry. Fine. GIS, one understand the GIS being the agency of the government, and they will carry the speeches of the minister and of the government. And I'm fine with that. Where I have the problem is what I'm seeing on free to air television and on radio. The brazen situation where billions of Jamaican dollars, taxpayers' dollars, are being used to prop up the government, which are just plain political ad. The only thing you're not getting from it is said that it's paid for by the Jamaica Labour Party.
But I'm saying to you now, listen to what I'm saying clearly now. I agree with you, and I agree with the GIS. But if you listen clearly, how they're pushing the political thing through it, and as what you said with the rest of the things, each political party is supposed to have their own money, their own thing, how they advertise. Stop using the taxpayer money, Mr. Holiness, Mr. Holiness. Stop using Mr. Holiness, Prime Minister Holiness. Stop using our taxpayer dollar to send out your political message. You're using the parish council thing to put up posters. Everywhere you go, them using the government. They don't want to go in their own pocket, right? And it needs to stop.
Sorry, Marie.
My party in power. If my party gets in power and using it, I'm gonna block them because I've never seen them do. They've never done anything like that.
And Marie, it speaks volume because TVJ is one of the 2 television stations that we have in Jamaica, and they would be getting some of those ad coming out of the government. And when you say one of their main hosts have to basically ask the question about it, you know that it gone to a different level.
When you hear a senior journalist start questioning the jail spokesperson who couldn't even answer the question that she asked properly last night, it's an embarrassment. An embarrassment. You walk around. Dan Jackson Miller asked Marlon Morgan some question about why is it that your party is using the government taxpayer money to fund your political has and all this. He couldn't answer it.
He can't answer because there's no answer.
They place him in the Senate as a spin doctor. He's your senior spin doctor. And you need to understand, it is embarrassing to the Jamaican people. The CMJB, our government in charge. The money that we give you to work and do our job, stop using it and play politics with it. We're not give it for play politics. Stop using it, Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. Minister of Finance, and the Minister of Local Government. Stop using our tax dollars to pay politics. Stop it. It's illegal. Stop it.
I'm listening to you, Maggie.
They need to stop these things, and they need to listen to me. Right now, government put the position of doing the government work is on hold. We can't get nothing done. Because it's
full-blown campaign season, and it's not going to settle down until after the election.
Nothing in Ministry of Education. The Minister of Health come with his fantastically their health. This is not a problem. Kingston Public.
Marie, sorry,
Yes.
Margaret, just hold for me. I'll give you 2 minutes on the other side. Let me go to the 10:30 break. Hold the line, please. Sue, come.
News Talk 93 FM. Heard everywhere. The time on News Talk 93 FM is 10:30.
Contact News Talk 93 FM today via phone at 876-927-1660, extension 2475, or 876-427-9955. Email us at newstalk93fmsales@gmail.com. Visit our website at www.newstalk93